Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. On this segment, we're going to talk about a potential matchup between Jorge Masvidal and Colby Covington. Let's not waste any time and get into this fight. It's a really intriguing matchup. I'll get into that in a little bit. Let's talk about the stats. Jorge Masvidal has an MMA record of 34 wins with 13 losses. He's currently on a 2-fight win streak. His last wins were knockouts against Ben Askren and Darren Till, where he was the underdog in each fight. Masvidal is a well-rounded true vet of the sport. He's been fighting forever. He can wrestle, he has great boxing, he has crafty striking, he has solid submission grappling, always comes in shape, as tough as they come, fan favorite, and true fighter. He is currently ranked number 3 in the UFC welterweight rankings. Colby Covington has an MMA record of 15 wins with 1 loss. He's the former UFC interim champ. He's currently on a 7-fight win streak. His last win may have been the biggest of his career against former champ Robbie Lawler. He dominated the fight and did what he does to every other opponent. He out-wrestled and outworked Robbie for the decision win. Colby's a cardio machine and an accomplished wrestler. His striking continues to improve with every fight. He is very tough, a grinder, and just breaks fighters with his relentless pace, wrestling, and conditioning. So the matchup. Here's a little backstory between the two. They are apparent best friends, have been roommates, and are teammates that train together. They compete in the same division in the UFC and both have been in talks for the title shot. Interesting to say the least. And kind of a little conundrum. There's something in the air and it seems like friendship will be put aside for the strap. At first when these guys would interview, the vibe was that they didn't want to fight each other or wouldn't. Now you get the sense that they would. Masvidal actually flat out said he would and that his family comes first as well as the money and the belt. So how could this fight play out? Gonna be frank and say that I love Masvidal as a fighter, and as a person he's a really interesting character, very polarizing. He is really fun to watch, goes for the finish, but I'd honestly favor Covington in this fight. Styles make fights. I don't believe Covington would finish Jorge, but I believe he would do something similar to what he did to Lawler. Outgrind, outpace, outwrestle Jorge for the decision win. I don't think it would be easy. I think it's a dangerous fight for Colby. Masvidal is no walk in the park for anyone. If you look at his MMA record and really study it, he's fought former champs, future champs, top 10s, name fighters, dangerous guys, basically throughout his whole career. Masvidal has some pretty solid defensive wrestling. It may give Colby fits, but I don't think it'll be enough. Striking, 100% gotta give it to Masvidal, but when the constant threat of a takedown is there, it affects the striking. Even if you are the better striker, you don't open up as much because you are focused on defending the shots. Sometimes you don't throw kicks if you're a kicker. You are conservative with the strikes. You have fear of gassing out. It can really throw you off. With Jorge though, I don't think he cares and would just go for it. That's the X factor threat for Covington. Masvidal will throw caution to the wind and go for broke. It wouldn't be a squash match for either guy. I'd favor Colby 60-40 in this fight. If Colby wins, it would be via pace, cardio, and wrestling, most likely a decision win. If Masvidal wins, it will be a case of him neutralizing the wrestling of Colby enough to do damage on the feet, win a decision himself, or even get the finish. Ultimately, I do pick Covington to win. Interesting fight. Who knows if it will ever happen. I'm thinking Colby's gonna fight Usman for the title. Then after that, we shall see. Anyway guys, let me know what you think about this fight. Who do you think would win this matchup if they do square off in the cage? Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, share. Truly appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys on the next segment.